Good morning students. Myself Dr. Amit Shrivastava. I am professor in CSE department SIIT Bhopal. Today we will be discussing the CPU scheduling algorithms in operating system. So basically we have got four different algorithms which I am going to discuss. The FCFS, that is first come first serve scheduling algorithm, SJF, that is shortest job first scheduling algorithm, priority scheduling algorithm, and round robin scheduling algorithm. Now first of all let us look at the first come first serve algorithm. Here, assuming we have got three processes, this is a CPU burst. Process 1 has got 2 units of time interval CPU burst, P2 has got 3 units time interval, and P3 has got 1 unit time interval. We have got the arrival time of 0 for all the processes. It means that all the processes are present in the ready queue at 0 time interval, but they have arrived in this sequence. So first come first serve scheduling algorithm says that whichever process is in first in the sequence, it should be scheduled first. So let us see, this is our ready queue. We have scheduled the process P1 first. It will require 2 units time interval, so from 0 to 2 we have got process P1 executed. Then P2 will be executing from 2 to 5 because it has got 3 units time interval, and P3 has got 5 to 6, that is 1 unit time interval. So now we will be basically calculating the waiting time and the turnaround time for all these scheduling algorithms, and we will be trying to find out that which scheduling algorithm gives us the least waiting time and least turnaround time. Basically waiting time is the time which any process spends while waiting for the CPU inside the ready queue. So here P1 process has arrived at 0 time interval, and we have given this process the CPU at 0 time interval itself, so its waiting time will be 0. P2 has to wait for 2 units time interval, and P3 has to wait for 5 units time interval before it gets the CPU. Okay, so waiting time of P1 is 0, P2 is 2, and P3 is 5. Average waiting time is 0 plus 2 plus 5 divided by 3, and we have got 2.3. So in FCFS, if we have got these processes for this CPU burst, then our waiting time is, average waiting time is 2.3. And now we will be calculating the turnaround time. Turnaround time basically is the total time which the process requires from the very starting when it enters the ready queue till it completes its execution. So waiting time will be, turnaround time will be nothing but the waiting time plus the execution time. So waiting time plus the execution time will be giving us the turnaround time. So for P1, if we calculate, then waiting time is 0 and execution time is 2. So its turnaround time will be 2. P2 has got the waiting time of 2 and its execution time is 3. So its turnaround time is 5. And P3 has got the waiting time of 5 and its execution time is 1. So its turnaround time is 6. Now we can calculate the average turnaround time also. So average turnaround time will be around approx 4.3. So we will be keeping this in mind that in FCFS, for this sequence of processes, we have got the average waiting time of 2.3 and turnaround time of 4.3. So we will write it somewhere. FCFS, average waiting time is 2.3 and average turnaround time is 4.3. Now let us see the same scenario in SJF, priority, and the round robin. So second scheduling algorithm is SJF, that is shortest job first scheduling algorithm. So it says that schedule that process which requires the smallest time of CPU, that is which has got the smallest CPU burst. So for SJF, we will be scheduling first of all the process P3. It will be executing from 0 to 1. because it has got only 1 unit time interval CPU burst requirement. Then we will be scheduling P1 from 1 to 3, and then we will be scheduling P2 from 3 to 6. Okay, so this will be the sequence of process execution in case of SJF. Now let us calculate the waiting time. So for P1 it will be 1, P2 it is 3, and for P3 it is 0. So average waiting time is 1 plus 3 plus 0. So we can compare here that in FCFS, in the same scenario, our waiting time was 2.3, and in this case, shortest job first, our waiting time is only 1.3. That is, this is more efficient algorithm as compared to FCFS. Okay. Now we can calculate the turnaround time also for the same. So turnaround time is nothing but the waiting time plus the execution time. So here we have got the average turnaround time to be 3.3, whereas in the FCFS we have got it to be 4.3. So again the turnaround time is also less here. So this algorithm is much more efficient than the FCFS algorithm. So we will write here SJF also. Now let us see the priority scheduling algorithm. So in the priority scheduling algorithm, we schedule that process first which has got the highest priority. Here the lower numbers indicate the higher priority. So assuming that the priority of these process is like this. Okay. So here 1 is given to the process P2. So it means it has got the highest priority. So we have to schedule this process P2 first of all. Next higher priority is of P3, that is 2, and next higher priority is of P1. So we will schedule it like this only. P2, P3 and P1. Okay. Now here the average waiting time. Here we can see the average waiting time of P1 is 4, P2 is 0 and P3 is 3. Sorry, this is the waiting time, and average waiting time is 2.3. So it has got the same average waiting time as of FCFS. We can calculate the turnaround time also. So around 4.3, same as that of FCFS. So in priority scheduling algorithm, this is the average waiting time and average turnaround time. Okay, so the round robin scheduling algorithm I will be discussing in the next lecture. That is all for today. Thank you.